Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. I was supposed to be here about 15 minutes ago, y'all, but forgive me as you guys are coming in. Drop a like, say hello, 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 and go ahead and join the conversation and ask your questions in the chat. Of course, we are going to be talking tonight about why cover letters still matter in today's market in 2025 and how to write them Gen Z style so you can get it noticed. Now, see, not only Gen Z is not the only set of people that can use these strategies, but I want to make sure that you have what you need. The biggest mistakes to avoid and the secret formula. Yeah, we're going to tell some secrets tonight to make sure that your cover letter is going to grab the proper attention. But of course, we'll give you some time to get in here as we get the intro going. Stay tuned. Hey there, beautiful people. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. We are actually going to take our time tonight to get into what it means to write a cover letter, not just for Gen Zs, but for everyone, especially in what's going on in the job market right now. There's a lot of layoffs happening in the federal government, in local government, in a lot of grant programs, a lot of people that were on probationary situations. So I want to make sure that I can provide you with the tools as a career coach to be able to win in this job market. Okay. So we're going to go right into our why cover letters are important. Yes, even in this job market. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the information up here for you guys. Let's see here. All righty. Now, okay. Yeah, I know. Yes, I know. You're probably thinking a cover letter. Do recruiters even read those anymore? There are some that will agree that says absolutely not. Nobody wants to be bothered with these things. And then there's some that will say, yes, they do still read them. The answer for that, just in case you were wondering if you still should even bother with a cover letter, is yes. When it's done right, listen, we're not writing the old, boring, old school cover letters that sound like they belong in 1995. Hey, what's wrong with 1995? Anyway, we're making them fresh, effective, and Gen Z friendly so you can actually stand out and get an interview. Now, we're going to cover why cover letters still matter in today's market, how to write them Gen Z style, so that you can get noticed, be more direct, some of the mistakes to avoid, and the secret formula to getting the cover letter that you want. And we're going to make sure it pops. Listen, make sure you watch to the end because I do have something special to make your job search, especially in this time in this climate, a lot easier. Now, why do cover letters still matter? Okay, first things first. Why even bother writing a cover letter? The fact that 53% of employers say that strong cover letters can make them pay extra attention to your application, even if your resume isn't 100% perfect. Do you hear that, guys? You're giving yourself a leg up just by doing the cover letter and doing it right, because you have to do it in a way where it actually makes sense. But why do they still matter? They help you to explain what your resume cannot. So this is where you kind of have a mini conversation, like you're in the DMs of somebody, but professionally, of course. Your resume is just bullet points of what you've accomplished in what particular area in this particular position. That's where you tell the story. You tell a story in the cover letter to be able to connect with the company or the person that is reviewing these applications. They show your personality. Now is the time to jazz it up a little bit. Put a little pizzazz with your professionalism. AI generated resumes are everywhere, but a cover letter proves that you're a real human with actual compassion for the role. And we're going to go through some ways for you to showcase that tonight. They will give you a competitive edge. Most people skip the cover letter, so if you take the time to craft one, you are already a step ahead of the competition. Now, here's the catch. Your cover letter has to be modern, concise, and actually engaging. Please write it so somebody will want to read it. No long winded, formal, robotic paragraphs about the time you went to kill an animal on the. God, of course, animal lovers aren't there. Forgive me for saying that. I'm just using that as an example. I went hunting and I did this in the wilderness. If you're talking about being a personal assistant for somebody, is that going to be necessary? In most cases, no. No long-winded, formal, robotic paragraphs. This is where Gen Zers come in, and their style of being direct and being to the point will definitely work here. Okay, so let's make sure we understand how simple it is. The all boring way. I'm writing to express my interest in the marketing coordinator position. Boring, duh. That's the reason you're applying. That's kind of a given. Gen Z way. Hello, hiring manager, which is where research even before you apply for these positions is important. Let's talk about why I'd be a game changer for your team at XYZ company. Listen, it works because it'll grab somebody's attention. Number one, it might be a little off-putting to some hiring managers, but it'll definitely grab their attention. They'll either want to read more or say, who is this person? They're exuding very strong, confidential feel to this whole thing. So, hey, why it works? It works. It feels personable, engaging. From hundreds of generic cover letters, this is actually going to jump out because you're saying game changer, or you're saying how I definitely will be a game changer in this position. What makes me different? You're already distinguishing yourself from the rest of the applicants. Okay? Show you're a perfect fit. Here is where research and looking into what it is that you have to offer to the role versus what they expect from everybody is going to make a difference. Okay? What is it that they don't just say, I have great communication skills? Show them. Here's a Gen Z example. Okay? At my last internship, I ran our TikTok page and grew the engagement by 75% in just 2 months. I thrive in a fast-paced environment, and I love creating content that actually connects with people. That's why I'm excited about the social media coordinator role at XYZ company. Number one, you're not only talking about the fact that you're not just saying I can do something. You displayed it by saying I have done this before. Here are the results. And I thrive in this environment, because that is direct. It's not about telling me you can do something. It's showing you can do something. And if you have and you can actually use information down the line when you get the interview and show quantifiably that you did achieve that goal for the company by increasing the TikTok page by 75% engagement. You can use that. Key takeaways: you use real results and examples to prove that you can do the job. No fluff, just facts. People, especially in 2025, have no time for fluff. They want the facts, they want it hard hitting, and you should be able to prove that when you are communicating in your cover letter. Now, make it about them, not just you. The wrong way. I really want this job because I need experience. Please don't ever say that on a resume or a cover letter. Let me just stop right there and say that. Please don't ever say that on a cover letter or on a job or on I need that. No, it's not about your need. It's about how you're going to help them fulfill their needs. It's not about you all the way. It's about them first, the right way. Your company is redefining marketing for Gen Z audiences, and I'd love to bring my skills to your innovative team. So you're offering your skills to help them meet their goal for a fee. You have to make sure you communicate it that way. Why this works. Companies care about how you can help them and not just what you want. Duh. They're asking just like you, what's in it for me? But you're the one actually applying for this job. So you have to let them know what's in it for me. You better be able to answer that question first. So you for your skills and your knowledge base and your education and your experience is going to be able to help them meet their goal. You have to make sure you do that. Show that you understand their brand, their mission, and why you're a perfect match to meet their needs for a fee. Make sure you're closing with confidence. Please don't end in a week. Thank you for your time. Instead, leave them excited to interview you. You have to put the hook in there, okay? Example, I'd love a chance to chat about how I can help your team. Let's connect. Or you could put something in there, even better. Excited to discuss how my sales can make an impact at XYZ company. I'm available this week. Let's talk. You can also say, which is not on this page, definitely looking forward to implementing my XYZ skills to help your sales goals increase by 30%. Let's put some time on the calendar so we can discuss how we can get that started. Something along those lines where you're saying, I got this for you. I got this to help you meet your need. Let's talk. Let's meet. That encourages a person. Even if they haven't looked at your resume, you've already communicated that you have value. Okay? It's bold. It's confident. It shows initiative. All things a hiring manager loves when they are looking for talented people to fill their open positions. And they want to make sure that person is dynamic in personality. So you have to write that way, folks. Okay? Please avoid these mistakes because you want to make sure that they know that they are dealing with someone that pays attention to details. So it's important not to make these mistakes. Okay? If it's too formal and boring, keep it professional, but use your natural tone. Kind of making sure the letter is professional, but not using any slang. You can also communicate that way without sounding like you're talking to your friends. Okay? Cut and pasting the same letter. We talked about resumes going through the ATS system. You have to tailor it. You have to tailor, just like you have to tailor the resume to the job that you're applying for. You definitely have to tailor the cover letter to match up with the resume that you're using. It has to match each job in each job description, or it won't get past the ATS systems, or your cover letter won't be doing its job. The job of the cover letter, guys, just in case you're not sure, the job of the cover letter is for them to look at your resume. And if the cover letter is enticing enough, then it will, just like, hard hitting, straightforward. This is how my skills can help you. Then that's what you want the cover letter to do, to be able for them to look at your resume. And if you have the skills at the resume that they need on the resume, then they're going to call you. But the cover letter is the introductory to who you are. Don't make it too long. Keep it no more than 3 to 4 short paragraphs. And please don't do more than 1 page on a cover letter. It doesn't take that long to get to the point, folks. Not addressing the hiring manager by name. You have LinkedIn.com, folks. Please use it. For whatever company you are applying, whatever company or what positions you're applying for, no matter where you found the lead, use LinkedIn to your advantage. Just like how you know how to search on Google, you can search on LinkedIn. Find the hiring manager that you're addressing this to. There should be no excuse. We're in 2025. The technology is there to figure that out. All right? So let's make sure we're using that. Okay? Now, Last but certainly not least, do you have a standout cover letter or resume? If you are struggling to get interviews because your resume and cover letters are not cutting it, I got you covered. I really do. And I will basically work with you to be able to have a cover letter and a resume that speaks to you. Let me help you craft an ATS ready resume, because we talked about that last week, and cover letter that gets noticed. You can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me at calendly.com/mentor Shelly 3 and click on the resume and cover letter, both of them together. Consultation service will work together to get that done for you. Now, if you're not ready for me, but you can definitely, I also can, offer you to grab a free guide. Or if you want to do it yourself, please go ahead and use a resource at mentorshelly.com/resume. There is a form there. You can use the format. I'm not saying do the generic thing, but use the format that's provided in that guide. You can go ahead, put in your information, and download that free guide. But if you want me to do it for you, go ahead and schedule the consultation at calendly.com/mentor Shelly 3. Guys, of course, as you are exiting, don't forget to like the video, share the video with somebody who is on the job hunt. There are a lot of people now that unfortunately are going through job loss that they were not expecting due to a lot of changes happening. So make sure you share this video with people that are looking right now to make sure that they stand out when they're applying for jobs. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is here to help everyone, especially Gen Zers and people that are out there looking for new employment at the moment. And like the video. Of course, follow more career success tips on Instagram and my website at mentorshelly.com. Guys, I want to make sure you are here. We're here to help you become a better professional. But more than anything, I want you to be able to use all of your career tools to be able to succeed, especially in this job market. And cover letters is just one way to make sure that you stand out amongst the crowd. All right, guys, this is Mentor Shelly, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. Having your career tools like your resume and your cover letter is one way to stand out amongst the crowd. All right, guys, take care. You have a good one. Bye.